Our last one here, so I wanted to pick another proof that involved another shape. So this involves a rhombus. So we have DE perpendicular to BC. So whenever you see perpendicular, I'm thinking right angles right away. So where's my right angle? Where does DE and BC intersect? Right here at E. So I have right angle there. Okay. BF and DC are also perpendicular. So I got right angles there. Okay. And I know that ABCD is a rhombus. So remember, rhombuses have 4 congruent sides. And they also are parallelograms. So all those properties hold. And we need to prove that CDE is congruent to CBF. CDE, so this angle is congruent to CBF, this angle. So initially, when I started putting the right angles, I initially thought, well, let's try to prove these 2 triangles congruent. Because if these 2 triangles are congruent, then sure, we can use CP/CTC for these 2 angles, right? So how in the world are we going to use this rhombus to help us with that, right? Because so far we do have one pair of congruent things, and that would be these right angles. We also have a second pair of congruent things. We have these 2 angles. They're vertical. So then the question is, how is knowing it's a rhombus going to help us? Well, I know that these 2 sides interact with our triangles. So is there a way to kind of talk about those 2 sides? Let's think for a sec. Well, I wonder, now watch this. What if we use these two bigger triangles here that overlap to help us then prove that the 2 smaller ones are congruent, right? Because we know that the sides are congruent. We know that they would then share angle A. So, and we know that there's a right angle here and here. So I think this could be, let's see, that could be angle side. So that's the thing. We need to prove the big triangles are congruent to then prove the small triangles are congruent. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Well, let's get to it. Okay, so I am going to right now, prove that this triangle is congruent to this triangle. Right? So first, I'm going to use the perpendicular lines to show that we have right angles. So in these 2 triangles, the first right angle I want to show would be DE and BC. Sorry, DE and BC. So let's go with angle DEC is a right angle. And that's because perpendicular lines form right angles. Very good. And then we'll go with BFC. Awesome. So there's our 2 right angles. Then then it's a rhombus. So let's use our sides DC and BC as DC and BC. But wait. I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not going to use HL because there's going to be another angle C. So let's say that these 2 angles are congruent. Let's finish that thought. So DEC, BFC are congruent. That is because they're right angles. Okay. So there's one pair of congruent angles. There's an A. Oh, sorry. Okay, so now let's go to the sides, right? So I said because it's a rhombus, we know that DC and BC are congruent because in a rhombus you have 4 congruent sides. All sides in a rhombus are congruent. Awesome. So we now have this blue side all the way across and this red side all the way across. And now we're going to say angle A is congruent to itself because it overlaps there. The 2 triangles overlap there. Angle C is congruent to itself. The reflexive property. There we go. And these 2 triangles are going to be congruent by angle, side. Got to make sure we name them correspondingly. So triangle, I'll do the I'll do the blue one first. So DEC is congruent to triangle BFC. That's by angle, side. Perfect. Okay. All right, so let's erase. So now again, I told you that the goal was going to be to prove the smaller triangle is congruent because that's where the two angles CDE and CBF live. So the question is, are we going to use, what are we going to use from the big triangles in the small triangles? Well, oh wait, we're done. We just proved the big triangle is congruent. And these two angles, CD and CBF, are in those triangles. We're done. We're done. Awesome. Angle CDE is congruent to angle CBF by CP CTC. I thought we were going to use those small little triangles. I was wrong. That's it. Check mark. Perfect. Nice. They did it in 8 steps, and so do we. So I'm going to be confident we did it right. So again, this is a cool, we've done pictures like this before, right? I called these the Star Trek, right? The Star Trek symbol. We've done that without the rhombus attached, but now we throw that extra rhombus, and it gives us another way to show sides are congruent. So hey, good luck. These are hard, all right? That's why you're saving all day Thursday for these type of proofs. Let me know if you need help. I can struggle through with them. I can struggle through them with you. All right, have fun.